So I'm with Anne. I saw her walking down Bleecker Street with crutches, and I wanted to ask her.
My best accessory.
I wanted to ask her what happened. So Anne, do you want to tell us how you got these crutches?
Sure. I got the crutches from running. Actually, from overtraining, so running too much.
Right.
And I tore my labrum, which then resulted in a fracture of the hip. So it's a good 20 weeks on these things, including surgery, and then a full recovery in a year, they say.
So you haven't had the surgery?
No, I haven't had the surgery.
And when did you do the fracture?
I think it's a over time process.
So it wasn't like a specific event per se?
No, but over 4th of July was when it became.
You noticed it.
Yeah.
And are you a runner?
Yeah.
Like professional?
No. I'm in IT actually.
Oh, you're in IT. But this is a hobby. Running is a hobby.
Yeah, stress relief. So.
Got it. And what has been the experience of walking around with crutches?
It's interesting actually. Firstly, it's an interesting test of friendship to see who's there. Second of all, New York is not a city made for people with crutches, and I have a whole new appreciation for that now. Subways are a total nightmare, with ups and downs of the stairs. It's been really tough actually.
Right.
I'm a very active person, and so I tend to walk everywhere, and then to have this has just it's been really, really tough.
It's given you a different perspective on the city.
Yeah.
I guess the same, it would be even more difficult for people in wheelchairs and stuff like that.
I don't even know how they do it. They couldn't live here.
Right, in that state.
Now, and I think also, it's been interesting to see the people that actually help you out, like open a door for you, stand up in the subway, whereas I think you don't notice it when you're not in the States.
Yeah, absolutely, I understand. Now, with regard to the first point about it's been an interesting test of friendship, do you want to talk more about that? Like, how it's tested friendships?
Just the people that have reached out to you when, for me this is quite a devastating thing because I'm so active.
Right.
Just people that have, reached out, even just to say, I feel for you. Not necessarily to do anything, but just to, empathize, I guess.
And have you've noticed there have been some people who you thought might have reached out, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. And how did you end up in the US? What brought you here?
I've been here for some time now. I've only been in New York since January, but I've been in the States. I was in Chicago before, actually.
Right.
Work brought me over, and then I changed roles. They headhunted me. I came down here. So.
And what do you think some of the biggest differences are between, like, say, Sydney and maybe New York?
For me, the reason I'm here is work. So definite career advantage.
Right.
I wouldn't get the opportunities at home.
Right.
But I don't get a great beach here, which I do miss.
Yeah, Sydney's got lots of them.
Yeah. To me, I love being in America for the animosity. Like, I love being able to walk around and not know everybody or have to fit into a genre or anything like that. And I feel like New York is really great for
that. It accommodates all types.
Yeah. Even Chicago to an extent, but New York,
stands out.
Yeah. There's always something going on.
Absolutely.
I never feel bored. I always keep watching, and
Now, I'm going to ask you some other questions that I ask a lot of people. What's something about your personality that you like, or something about yourself as a person?
I don't know, what an attribute?
Anything, yeah.
I think I'm a driven person. I think if I set my mind to something, I'll figure out a way to get it, do it, achieve it. Unfortunately, that drive can also be detrimental because it drives you to extremes.
Yeah. Everything has
Yeah, and I also think, I think that I'm a loyal friend.
Right.
I'll put everything I have into my friendships.
Do you are there any specific dreams that you have in your life?
Actually there is one. I want to, I work for a multinational now, but I want to head up the charity organisation towards the end of my career.
In what type of field are you interested in terms of charity? What type of activities?
Actually, I'm mostly, I'm interested in it all, but I have a real compassion for hospitals and, those people in hospitals who, maybe haven't had carers or don't have friends and family there. I feel like I want to help them, and also I've had a lot of people close to me who had breast cancer, so I'm fairly fairly interested in helping
the particular area as well. Also,
medical, I would say.
so a couple more random questions. Do you believe in God?
I was brought up Christian. I went to a Christian school.
Right.
I would say yes, I believe in it, but I'm not practicing or go to church or anything like that.
Right. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that politics in the USA is kind of very dramatic and intense. Australian politics is a little bit more boring, I think. What's been your perception of those differences?
You know, I'm terrible, and this is a major downfall of mine. I completely ignore the politics here, and it's a terrible way to be. I would not
Well, you're not alone. Most people I speak with don't have much of an opinion, strangely.
Yeah. But I think it is because it's sensationalized. I became immune to it when I used to come over here, and when I'd fly back and forth, I'd see all this sensationalized, political drama and all the campaigns, and I'd just be like, this is watching e-news, not real news, And I just tuned out to it, so I stopped really
paying attention,
and now I don't know anything about it. It's wonderful. I'm very uneducated.
You're forgiven. Now, what's something you miss about Australia?
The ocean.
The ocean.
And the freshness of food.
Absolutely.
Oh, obviously my family's
not
one.
It goes without saying, yeah.
But they're the two things.
Things that stand out.
We have good food here, but the quality of the food is just never
not the same.
It's so fresh.
I hear you. Now, my last question is there like a phrase, like a piece of advice or a phrase or something that guides the way you live your life, that you a statement that captures the way you approach things?
I think, again, it kind of speaks to my driven nature, but it's you put out what you get in kind of thing, so that's always helped me to kind of continue to drive myself, which I think, as I said, could be detrimental. I guess it kind of goes with the no pain, no gain saying, which is not necessarily always the best.
I'm sure you will succeed. Thanks for talking with me. We're two Australians crossed paths in New York. All right, thank you.
No worries.
Okay, bye-bye.